Hi Del, thanks for meeting with me to discuss the project. Now we are ready to start.
No problem, Liz. Glad you could come in and talk, as I haven't had chance to look at your draft plan yet. Let's just dive into it.
Okay. Well, seeing as we'll be working together for the next 3 years, it's important for me to understand your priorities and expectations, so we are on the same page. I have some questions, but do you have some initial thoughts?
Well, it goes without saying that the schedule is the #1 priority. We have to get the advanced treatment units operational in 3 years. So, your design has to be complete in 12 months.
Del, before you go any further, can I learn more about the drivers for the design and construction deadlines?
Well, we want to have the process operational at least 6 months before the permit requirements. But, also we have just recently learned that we may be able to get a low-interest loan if the design is approved and the application filed within a year.
Oh, that means our design would have to be complete in 10 months, in order to get the design approved and a loan application filed.
Well, it looks like I need the design in 10 months then. Now, what I'm really interested in is your design approach and the technologies you are going to consider. I liked the membrane technology you outlined in your proposal, but, on the other hand, the lower costs of the filter technology are appealing. I need more data and the operational track records. I'd also like to visit some operating plants.
Well, we can certainly work in some plant visits, scheduling them after the technical workshops have narrowed it down to a couple of alternatives. I'm just trying to make sure we can meet a 10-month schedule. What do you think about that approach?
Wait a minute. There's still enough time to look at all the options and make sure we are getting the best solution. We need to evaluate the pros and cons of all alternatives.
We will of course thoroughly evaluate the alternatives, and we also want to be sure that we meet the new 10-month deadline. How have you evaluated alternatives on previous projects?
I really like the multiple evaluation criteria matrix that we used on the last project.
Can I get a copy of the matrix and project report for our team to review?
Of course. We use the matrix in our technical workshops. Also, while I think about it, much as I love meetings, I definitely want face-to-face briefings every month.
You seem to feel very strongly about that.
You bet I do. On my last project, the consultant waited till the end of the project to tell me they thought there was a change in scope and wanted additional fee. That put me in a bad position with my board. I don't want to be surprised again.
I can understand that. So, to make sure I've got this straight, is your concern that we need to bring potential issues or changes to you early on so they can be resolved at your level?
Exactly. You got it.
Okay. So if I can just summarize, we need to look at the schedule and design approach if you decide to apply for a loan, how we will be evaluating all the alternatives, and keep you up to speed on a regular basis and be proactive with potential issues. Is there anything else?
Oh yes, when we have our monthly meetings, I'd like to see an updated cost-to-complete estimate, so I know exactly where we stand on the budget.
Absolutely. Project budget status and projected cost to complete.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to getting into the nuts and bolts of the design.